Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access and welcome back to the Tuesday Checklist, the weekly video where we relax on the sofa and talk about games we like. With the brilliant new Assassin's Creed Odyssey upon us, we got thinking about good old Desmond Miles and completely coincidentally about bits we'd like to skip in games we otherwise love. Oh, and please give a very warm welcome this week to Rosie, who's been doing work experience with us in the office and was brave enough to step in front of the camera. Take it away, Rob, with Who's This? What a surprise!
So, a bit I wish I could skip in a game that I otherwise love are not actually necessarily all the animus bits or the future bits from the Assassin's Creed games, because some of them I actually quite enjoy. I quite enjoy that sort of cheesy, conspiratorial, sci-fi element to the story, and they always progress the plot in ways I quite enjoy those bits in the Assassin's Creed games. I think more specifically, it's when Desmond is in it. Thankfully, he's not in it anymore. Sorry, spoilers. Ever since Assassin's Creed 3, that was like the end of Desmond's arc. And I think even, I think if you watched one of our videos we did with Nolan North a while ago, when he had to go through all the voices that he's done in his career, we asked him to do Desmond, and he was like, oh, wish I was in the bit of the game everyone likes. So even Nolan North has made light of the fact that Desmond wasn't the most popular of characters. You know, he's up there with Raiden on the list of characters we love to hate. Maybe that's another Tuesday checklist. That's very good, isn't it? Have I? Probably. Anyway, Desmond is, it's just a bit. You kind of get to his bits, especially in the first Assassin's Creed, where there's not really much story going on. It's sort of like you do a mission, a cool assassination mission, and then you go back to the white room that Desmond is in, and you have to sort of walk slowly around it for a bit, finding the person that advances the plot, and these are just a bit miserable and mopey, and a bit like me. Like it's like, I wouldn't want to play myself in a video game. I've just been an amazing assassin. I've been leaping across rooftops. I've been planning my strategy and silently taking people down with a hidden blade and poison darts in a beautiful world, and now I'm just in a hoodie and jeans walking around a white room moaning. Yeah. I mean, in some ways, when I first saw the Animus, because it was quite a big reveal when Assassin's Creed first came out, and the Animus was there, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know it was going to be like a sci-fi sort of like future adventure. And I thought it was really clever the way the Animus allowed Ubisoft to put video gamey things into Assassin's Creed, but have a narrative reason for them to be there, like invisible walls, for example, blocking off certain parts of the city. It's because that bit of memory hasn't been unlocked yet. And it like pops up bits of information about all the historical settings you're seeing, and that's explained away as bits of information from the Animus, giving you flavour. And I thought that was a really clever way to frame the historical narrative. But the fact that you had to go back to the Animus after every single mission, it's just like, oh. They still have futuristic bits in them now, but with no Desmond, and I think it's better off. I think they're better for it.
So a game that has something I wish I could skip is a game called Dragon Age Origins. I'm a big BioWare fan, and it's one of their slightly older games, and it's a game all about romancing Alistair, and there's like some stuff about blights and saving the world. As far as I'm concerned, Rob, and most of Tumblr, yes. It's just about romancing Alistair.
I have heard legends of the wonder that is Alistair.
Yeah, and save the world from the blight, blah, 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 blah.
That's all the stuff you want to skip. The rest of the game.
Yeah, I just want to go anything in between progressing the conversation. No. There's a little bit, there's 4 kind of main quest lines you need to do to sort of progress through the game. One of them is you need to go to the Circle of Magi. So in the sort of the Dragon Age world, if you are a mage, you are considered quite dangerous because you can enter a place called the Fade. And if you can enter the Fade, you need to go to a circle. All mages live together, basically segregated in this special building. There is an entire quest line where you have to enter the Fade, and it is quite tedious. In fact, I believe on other playing devices, there's even a mod to just remove it from the game altogether. Wow. You literally click a special button and that entire chapter is magically done.
Do you know what's crazy? I think I rate myself as basically as big a nerd as anyone, right? and I grew up reading awful fantasy novels.
You still do.
Whenever you hear someone explain in a real world setting what goes on in a fantasy story, it just sounds like
That's my life in a nutshell.
mad nerd nonsense, doesn't it? The Fade.
Yeah, the Fade.
Sounds like, the Blight. Sounds like, all those things in the Wheel of Time, and they'll be north of some mountain. The Blight, the Shadowlands.
Yeah, the Shadowlands. And it's ridiculous. The whole thing is your whole party go into it. It's back in and forth in. It's not the most interesting place to look at. I just want to hurry up and get to camp and progress the dialogue wheel. BioWare games are just strung together by great bits of like, let's progress, let's make friends, let's go on an adventure together. Gameplay.
Right.
Oh, come on. It's like the same for Persona. You just want to hurry up and get through the dungeon.
You don't want to play the game.
You want to skip the game.
I want to do the talking bits. Even Persona, like I do the dungeons as quickly as possible. And with this, the Fade is just, it feels like a chapter that's never ending.
Holly, you could say you want to fade out.
That's bad.
That was even bad. That's over your standards. Anyway, yeah, the Fade. You should skip it. It's really not that fun. Just carry on romancing Alistair. In the romancing Alistair simulator that is Dragon Age Origins.
So just to explain how much I love the game which I'm about to talk to, this is a game that I've platinumed not once but twice. So I'm talking about Burnout Paradise. I love Burnout Paradise.
What would you want to skip in that?
I love almost everything about Burnout Paradise. Except point-to-point races that take you from the city to the mountains. And this is a really specific one. I wasn't expecting like a big reaction to that. But the reason is because you're in the city, you activate events in Burnout Paradise, you go up to like a intersection of any two roads and you rev your engine. And it's supposed to be like you're a cool racer in a city and you're like,
Fight me.
And then the event starts, and the event types are different kind of color-coded sort of egg shapes. And then there's races, which are, ironically, probably the least fun bit of Burnout. And the reason is because it's an open world racing game, so once you have left the area, say like, there's like, you're doing the platinum for the second time and there's 5 events left in the middle of the city and you need to do them all in order to get the platinum. One of them might be a race that takes you a good 5-minute drive into the mountains, and if you lose, you have to drive all the way back into town to do it again. I know.
There's no restart.
It's like a game from another time because it literally is from another time, 10 years ago.
No way.
It sounds very spiritual, like the quest is like, oh, you have to carry the pig up the mountain.
Right.
If you fail.
It didn't feel very spiritual in my house while I was doing it.
GTA San Andreas does the same thing. I was thinking
man.
If you fail a mission in San Andreas, there's no like, would you like to retry this mission? You're just like, fail the train mission, you're just driving on those train tracks.
CJ. Yeah. No, exactly the same. And the thing that makes it worse in Burnout is that the races, there's no GPS line to follow. So it's like point to point. It gives you a point like in the middle, drive to the wind farm. And you're like, I hate the wind farm, cool. And like it's like not in game, like I'm racing and I want to win. It's like, I'm a human adult man and I've got stuff to do, and if I don't win this race, the pressure becomes if I don't win this race, if I'm second, if someone overtakes me at the last minute, I'm not annoyed because like my fictional cool driving man hasn't won. It's because that's another like 10 minutes of my life, which I've just
got washing up to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got staring out the window to do.
Feeling sad.
I wonder how much sooner you could have got your platinums had they just had like an instant restart.
I know, man. And then how many other platinums I might have?
How much time
One.
does this actually cost
Who
you?
knows? I don't know. Yeah, if we counted up in minutes, it could be as many as
Hours.
15. Who knows? Real inconvenience. But yeah, that's what I would skip. The long point-to-point races in a game that I've already played for over 100 hours, please.
So my section is from a game that I absolutely love. It's in Gemalami. They have fantastic songs in the whole thing, but there's one specific song in stage 5. It's called Power On, Power Off, or Power Off, Power On. Lami's she's broken her guitar and she basically has to make a new one. And she goes into this like woodchucker shop and he's just like, oh, we're gonna make a new one. And the whole song is literally just about cutting down trees. And I think one lyric is literally cutting trees down for fun. And I know in like parappa, a lot of people will say like, oh, the cheap rap. But at least you can, because that's really hard. Do you know the cheap rap? It's the one with the chicken.
Yeah,
I do.
It's like the notoriously hard one in parappa because people always end. Yes.
Rosie, I've got to this is amazing. Because these guys almost certainly have very little idea what you're talking about. But
You don't know Umjamalami. Okay, you know.
I love that you've just jumped right in. Like everyone knows Umjamalami, right?
Power Off, Power On, stage 5 is just. I just don't even like the song that much, really. You've got this beaver type thing, and he goes like low gear, high gear, and literally all the pitches, and he just goes off on one, and literally he's like, and I can't even like imitate it.
I love that these guys are getting this with no frame of reference.
Well, like you're just
Are you okay?
It does this to you. But the whole game, it's like the whole premise is literally Lami's got a gig in 20 minutes, and she does this all like. These things in 20 minutes, just speeding around. So she like puts out a fire in less than 20 minutes. She babysits a baby because they mistaken her for being pregnant when she actually ate pizza after the pizza place was the place that was on fire.
Why did she cut down a tree?
The tree was because she broke her guitar. I can't remember.
Guitar, right?
I was going to say because she could have skipped that, but she does need a guitar.
She does need a guitar.
Gig.
Yeah.
It's a very nice guitar when you like. Well, I think it depends on what mode. If you do it on like good mode, then you still get a good guitar. But if you get it on cool mode, you get a cool guitar. Like
Nice.
slow down, Lammy. She's going all out.
We're going to make you capture this now because none of us have.
Oh, you're making me play the part that I don't want to play.
You should have thought about that.
I should have. It was a ruse. But yeah, stage 5, Power On, Power Off, and Jamalami. That's the part I'm always like, ugh.
Well, I thought of loads of answers for this because I thought I'd love to skip all the scary bits in scary games. I'd love to have no Alien and Alien Isolation. I'd love to just do the puzzles in Resident Evil. That's the only two I can think of, actually. Well, I don't know that it is. I guess Rob's right. It probably might kill a lot of the games. So I don't know if I've gone a different kind of route to everybody else, but my game is Fortnite, and the bit I would like to skip.
Is it before you get to be number 1?
No, I thought about making that funny joke though.
Is it the bit before the game starts where everyone just hits each other with
It's the bit before the game starts, the like airport or whatever it is. Why do we have that bit? I hate that
There's
bit.
probably a technical reason.
There may well be a technical reason, and I understand that. It's infuriating because, first of all, it's full of people who have got guns and you're invincible, so that's fine, but so people are just shooting each other, just loads, just running around, someone's just up in your face, just like whoa, whoa, whoa. Just like, okay, someone's flossing, like someone's dancing, everybody's got all their cool like emotes that I don't have, and their cool like outfits. I was going to say what I do, and I actually stole this from Nathan. I don't know if Nathan did this on purpose. But once Nathan and I were playing together and we were in this bit and I wandered over to Nathan's character and he was doing this and now I do this. And what it is crouch and look at the floor, and it looks sort of like you're preparing. It's like a noble kind of like a...
Right.
Like on the floor, just like... It's all madness around and it's like, I will kill. You will all be dead when the game starts. And also people are very confused by it. People come over to you and they're just like...
I hope you've captured this, Dave.
No, but I can do that very, very easily, I think, because it's the bit before the game. I don't even have to survive. It's annoying because I always get a good gun in that bit. I'll load up, I'll see a purple gun, I'll run over, I'll be like, yeah, purple gun. And then when the game starts, it's just gone again.
It's not fair.
It's not real.
Why do they give you the guns in that bit?
Well, I guess it's for a little bit of practice, but the other side of this coin is that it doesn't last long enough. So I'll get something, I'll run for like 15 seconds to get a purple gun, and I'll get the purple gun, and I'll like train like a bead on someone and pull it, and then it's like, no, it's loaded. Now you're playing the game. And I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't long enough. So they can't get it right. I would rather, and again, yeah, I don't know, probably just the developers, they just take that bit out, just delete that bit of code, easy. I'd rather that I just hit go, and then the loading screen, not the loading screen maybe, they have to load in the background, this is important, but I can like go in my inventory and I can look at my challenges and that kind of thing, and then it just goes, you're in the bus.
Just a nice menu instead of
just a nice menu.
around.
It's like the chill-out room in a murder club.
I like doing the murders.
Right, okay.
We're all here to just recover from
That is my chilling out.
Rob doesn't want to chill out.
My chilling out is, I can chill out on rooftops as I'm looking for my next victim. That's how I chill out in these type of games.
That's fine. Just another thing I wish I didn't know about someone I have to work with every day. Cool. Thank you for watching. Do let us know what bits you'd skip in games you love. Let us know what you think about our choices in the comments. And of course, like this video, subscribe, and most of all, hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on anything from the world of PlayStation.
For the players.